All right, there it is. Let's go ahead and minimize this. Got it. All right, so let's get started. I want to continue to go over things so that it's second nature for all of you. First and foremost, updates. They're still working on migrating everything over. Nothing is complete yet, but they are still working on that process. They did say 30 days. I really wanted it to be yesterday, to be honest with you. You guys have no idea how much I need it as much as you do. Let me just assure you that fourth grade is pretty much locked in. That was an easy fix because it didn't change anything. It just made something available, which is 400. I'm not going to say dollars because it's not dollars. I don't want anyone stating that this is dollars. It is cryptocurrency. So we can just say the number and that's it. 400 in XRP, 400 in Bitcoin, that's fine, but don't explain it as dollars. Okay, it's very important that we use the right terminology. As the email stated, this language is important because when you say certain things, you classify. And we want to make sure we classify it properly. And it is classified as cryptocurrency. Okay, we all know this. This is no brand new information. But I did want to go over a few things just to nip it in the bud. Let me turn this down. Okay, so there was some questions about participating with a promise delivered and what it cost. People were on the call, and again, if there's anyone new on the call, I want to welcome you to the family call for Promise Delivered. Any and all things that I speak on this call and during these calls is for educational and entertainment purposes. I do not have license to give financial advice, nor do I. We only use this information to better our lives in which way we choose to. Okay? First and foremost, I want to make sure that there's no side language on how much it costs to join. There was a couple people on a call that are new, and they were hearing all these different numbers, 75, $25 admin fee, 175 to get going, 200. So I'm going to clarify that right now. I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. It's important because you're going to hear all different numbers. So when we started out and we got our spreadsheet put together, there's close to 800 people on that spreadsheet. Now, there's some duplicates that I've noticed, but for the most part, it's all real. So let's just say we have 800 people interested. All right. Out of that 800, there were 75 people that sent in the $25 admin fee. Okay. There were 75 that were chosen. There was it was done by timestamp, and the spreadsheet stands as is. Those 75 people were chosen because they could be patient, because they're actually going to see the software working first before anybody else. And the patient part was them not asking to withdraw or do all the stuff that you're going to be doing in the back office. So in order to test brand new software, you have to test it first mechanically, which is just letting it run all by itself, and it just calculates things and gives you results. The second phase of testing new software, when it involves a monetary portion, you have to test it with real monetary portions. And that's the first 75 people. These people have already sent in their $25 admin fee, and their entry is $175. Okay. And then it'll do what it does with real monetary input. And it's going to let me know after the test is done if everything was plugged in correctly and they did a good job. If not, they'll have to fix or tweak whatever needs to be fixed. Once that's done, you will receive an email. Everybody that's in the green portion of the spreadsheet, there's two colors, green and white. The first 75 are part of the green. The next group to get the link will be all the green people who have already sent in $25. Okay, that's that admin fee that I was using to help purchase and pay for things and help get everything going. We have since closed that off, so that is no longer available. Okay, so we're going with what we have and what's coming out of this jumpstart position that we're working with now with Team Royal. That is also paying some of the bills. And then the rest of the spreadsheet is basically white. These individuals had an opportunity to send in 25. They chose not to. Now, the rest of the spreadsheet entry is $200. And the rest of the world's entry price is $200. The $25 goes to admin, $175 puts that person into a promise delivered. Okay, so the actual join price or outlay once is $200. Now, once you get to the fourth grade, the third time you're going to subscribe. Okay, after you have made some royalties and you have that to work with. It's not at the beginning. All right, so the rest of the world will be 200. The bread basket may help along with that process, but the bread basket is doing a few other things as we speak to solidify positions. So with that being said, that is the actual price of a promise delivered. Now, last week I read you an email or a thought process of someone, and I wanted to elaborate on it again this week, not to beat on it. I'm not going to read it again, but I want to use it. Like I said, when you have people's input or opinions, just like this whole call is an opinion, you have other people that have opinions, okay? And is fair to hear someone out. And one of the questions was, or one of the statements was, that you have to pay on the fourth grade. Now, again, if you have gone to the website, which all of you should be going there once a week, twice a week, to keep it up here. Okay, keep up here what a promise delivered is going to deliver to you. And if a person would just take the opportunity to go to the website, read the overview, and watch a video, you will have a better understanding of what a promise delivered is going to do for each and every one of you. We're kind of stuck on one of the issues with Team Royal, which is an obligation that is monthly. And that is really causing a really big problem for all of us. And I'll go over that on the next Team Royal call. But I will plug this in because I need it to come to a stop or we will be banned. There are individuals that are shutting off accounts, shutting off wrong accounts, calling back in to shut off the other account, turn the other account back on. That has to stop. Okay, I understand that is an issue with finances, but if that kind of behavior keeps up, we won't have Team Royal. Now, if you want to disintegrate a massive income, continue with that, and we won't even have to discuss it any further. So if you are one of those, or if you're thinking about shutting it off because of a payment, I would highly recommend you not do that, or none of us will have it. Okay, that's just a heads up because they called me after the last call. I think it was like 8 people went in and did it, and then some cut off the wrong one and had to call back in, turn that one back on, and turn the other one off. Just please stop, or we won't have it. I mean, I understand finances are finances, but we all read the terms and agreement, and we all knew that it's monthly. So just hang on the best you can. But if the shutting off continues, we won't have it. I'm just telling you up front. Don't say I didn't tell you. All right, so let me get back to this price and what it will generate or create for you. If you're brand new to A Promise Delivered, the $200 is going to allow you to participate in a brand new. I'm not going to go with all the great words that it should receive, but I'm just going to say brand new software that's going to basically take care of each person 12 grades. Okay, each grade is set up in the school format because it's always teaching with this family and what we plan to do. It's always something to learn. Each grade is going to basically supply you with a royalty of whatever level it is. And if you want to see those levels and what that is, visit the website, apromisedeliveredllc.com. Scroll down to the middle of the page where the video is and watch the video. I need all of you to do that on a regular basis because I don't want anyone explaining it like I've heard it explained a couple times already from people that called me after they couldn't get answers from the person that explained it to them. Don't tell people that they're going to get a lot of money. That's incorrect. It's cryptocurrency. So money is not used in the explanation of A Promise Delivered. Royalties in cryptocurrency, period. Now you can convert it and use it like money. You have to say it the proper way by using a crypto debit card. This is an old dead card, so I can show it. It's a Wirex card, which is no longer available in the United States, yet they're going to go to a Web3 card, which is digital. But you can take cryptocurrency and go to the store with a crypto debit card and purchase whatever you want. You can go online and purchase whatever you want. You can go anywhere that accepts Visa or MasterCard. A Promise Delivered is going to have a crypto debit card as part of its products. Okay, it will have a price. I don't know how much yet. I don't even have that information, but I do know it's available and will be available to those who want it. I also want to make sure that we are talking about the 4 items. the 4 items that you need to participate with a promise delivered. Number 1, a cell phone. Okay, everybody got a cell phone pretty much. Has to be a smartphone because you're going to be using digital apps on there. Okay, not all cell phones are smart. It has to be a smartphone, so let's call it a smartphone, not a cell phone. Number 2, a wallet of some sort. You have all kinds of wallets. Whatever wallet you like and have used already, I would recommend that you stick with that. The next thing that you're going to need, like I said, a promise delivered is going to help provide that. And if it doesn't, there's a few out there. Tangem has a ring that you'll be able to put on your finger. What's the other one? I think Tangem also has Ledger has a crypto debit card as part of their products. So if you have a Ledger Nano S, Nano S Plus, which I have to order mine, you can also order a crypto debit card that you can use and set up. There's going to be a bunch more. I've said this way back, maybe 3-4 months ago, or even further, that you're going to start seeing a lot of those crypto debit cards. One, because that's your evolution. That's what the next finance is going to be, based off of digital currency and or cryptocurrency. Okay. So you're going to see more providers of that product. Okay. Make sure you look at all the features, look at the withdrawal limits and all that. You have to actually look this time because you are choosing your crypto debit card. All right. So choose the one that you know is going to satisfy your shopping habits and or bill payments or what have you. All right. The third thing was the crypto debit card. The last thing is a crypto digital currency cold storage device. It's a lot of words. Basically, we call it the bank, your bank. And it is basically where you're going to deposit your larger amounts that you want protected. When you get your cold device, make sure you purchase it from the company that creates it. Okay, don't buy it on this site or that site or at the scrap meet because people are doing things to digital and you don't want to give them access to your finances after we've gone through all this to get it. All right, so make sure you go to the websites that you choose to use. If it's going to be the Ledger, go to ledger.io, I think it is, or .com, whichever it is, go there. If you're going to get the Tangem, same thing, tangem.com, get it from the actual vendor that is selling it. All right. Once you have enough finances available, I would highly recommend purchasing a fireproof, waterproof container for all of your stuff. The wallet, the crypto debit card, if you have one, if you get one, you might want to keep it in there, but crypto debit card should be in your wallet because that's what you're going to use to shop with. But as far as your cold storage, your bank, that should be in a fireproof, waterproof. If you have wallets that you choose to get, I would highly recommend getting at least 5 different wallets and 5 different cold storage devices. Choose wisely, of course, or you can get three of one and 2 of something else, but have plenty of those. There's a reason I'm saying this. Have plenty of them. You'll find out once you get started why I'm saying this. Make sure that when you set up your cold storage, find your notebook. Now, I have not talked on this for a while, and I want to take another page here and get back to that. We have gone through a lot of information. We have gone from one side to the left, to the right. We've gone through getting wallets. We've gone through getting cold storages. We've gone through ordering new phones, getting email addresses, several of them. You're logging into and out of e-wallets. I'm going to say this slowly. And the reason why I'm picking on this so hard is because a lot of us are getting older, including me. And this is why I'm harping on this so hard, because I do it myself. I'm not asking you to do something I'm not doing. And that is to get yourself a notebook. A lot of you are not doing this. How do I know that? Because when I ask certain questions, you can't answer, or I don't hear paper moving, like going through pages. You hear that? It's on page 8. But I'm not hearing that. So when I have a conversation with you and I ask, what is your link? Let me log in. Log in. Your link should be in your notebook under my link. So what I need everyone to do is stop playing like you can remember everything. Get yourself a notebook and start from the front. Every email address you have, every one of them should be on a single page all by itself. One page at the top. The breadbasket66@gmail.com. Underneath that, put the password to log into it. Why do I need to do that? Because you're going to forget it. A lot of information is going to be flooded your way, I would say in the next 2.5, maybe 3 weeks or less. A whole lot of information. Log in here, go over here and withdraw, go over to this account and deposit, go over here to this address and move this address and move back. Which card are you using today? Do you have a PIN number to it? Each item that you have, y'all hear that? Each item you should have should have its own page. At the top, what it is, tangible. When did I get it? Put the date in. What's this? What's that? The password. Whatever's pertinent to that device should be in this notebook. Whatever email address, whatever account that you have, whatever outside membership, all of that should have its own page. The login information, when you started it, all right? So you can flip to a page, get the information, log in. Now, if you don't take heed to what I'm saying right now, when A Promise Delivered launches, I will not, and I repeat, I will not have time to go look for something for you. And not being mean, the reason why I'm saying that is I watched how things happen with the sign up with the Jumpstart. How individuals refuse to follow instructions, just flat out refuse. And when an individual doesn't follow the instructions or the diagram and layout, it creates problems on top of problems on top of problems. And then somebody doesn't get paid and they're calling. Well, I didn't get my $5. I didn't get my $50. What happened? My 150 stopped. These are the start out numbers, y'all. These are the start out numbers. We've gone over a lot of information. We've gone over the levels. We've gone over the grades. I've gone over many occasions to make sure whatever email address you put in for promise delivered, it's going to be one that you check on a regular basis. Inbox and spam. We no longer just go to the inbox and see if the email is there. That's a no. You go to inbox and then you go to spam. Oh, there it is. That's what happened with Jumpstart. 46 people did not sign up, nor did they call back to say I didn't get a link. It just went off to the left. Nothing else was said. 46 emails were in spam, waiting for them to sign up. Okay? So, again, when I say things, I say it as a leader of a group of people. So I'm not putting myself on a pedestal because, I don't like that. But you come to this call, 136 people decided to come to this call to get information. Right? So I'm the leader. The information that I'm supposed to dispense to you, you're supposed to take in and use it. If you have not yet done so, tomorrow or by the weekend, please don't get a small one like this. See this, it's not very thick. I think this is an off-brand I just got because there's a cute doggy. But they have Mead folders. You know what I'm talking about. You got kids in school. You've been to school before. That have subject lines. There are subject, pieces in it. It might be 5 subjects, 10 subjects. I would definitely get a couple of those. One, because you're going to get a lot of emails. You want to keep track of what came in, what you answered, what you missed. You're going to get into trust. You're going to get into purchasing things. You have to become a miniature accountant. Remember, I was teasing Miss Janice, about she's retired, like a lot of you, and I plan on in the next week or two. And she said she didn't want to go back to work. I said, well, Miss Janice, you have to go back to work. And the work that you're going to be doing is managing your money. I can say money because there's 2 platforms, one crypto, one money. Okay? So you are going to be in charge of managing these monies. I would not entrust it to a service, at least not right away. Once you got some put away, you have some in the safe, you have some in the other safe, one at the other house. That's right, land banking. So these books, these notebooks are going to keep you on track because I'm not going to be able to do it for you. Some of you, a lot of you are spoiled. Call me up. Can you go look to see if this is there? And what do? Stop what I'm doing and make sure that I go check for you. When I open a promise delivered, I will not have that luxury. And it's not, I'm just letting you know it's coming, because it's coming. And it's going to require my full attention. I don't want any more hiccups. I don't want any more phone calls that I don't have 3 or whatever's going on. I didn't get the sign up link. I didn't know you started. I didn't. I won't have time for that. So please check your email. I'm going to send a test through a promise delivered tonight. I'm just going to send the word test. I'll spend the $15, so what? But I'm going to send that test tonight. Check inbox and spam. If you don't get the word test, then you need to follow the steps to which I've already put out, and I think Rhonda put it on the chat, is that you need to go back to a promise delivered LLC.com and go to the bottom, scroll to the bottom, and put the email address in that you want to use for promise delivered. You should, should get a confirmation email if you follow the steps in that form. The CAPTCHA is messing up a lot of people. Okay, that CAPTCHA can be a little tricky. There's no spaces, just type it all together. I think somebody was doing that. It happened to me a couple times. There's no spaces. It looks like it's spaced out, and it looks, one letter here, and there's a bunch of space, and another letter. People were putting spaces. A space is a character in a form, just so you know. And if it doesn't match the CAPTCHA, it's not going to send the confirmation email. So pay close attention to that part and make sure that you get the confirmation email. It may go to spam because there's a link in it. Check spam. If you get a notice when you go to put the email address in, it says you've already signed up. If that's the case, then you are missing where it's going. Because if it's already in there, it's not going to take it again. Now, if you don't get this test email to that email address that is saying that's already in there, grab a new email address, put it in there. Okay, we haven't launched yet. So if it's an email that you kind of got together for a promise delivered, and it's saying it's not in there, or you don't get the test email, or whatever the situation is, we haven't launched it, so you can change it. I'm not going to change it. It's too difficult for me to go in, find the old one, delete it, put a new one. Put in a new email address, look for the confirmation email. Inbox and spam. Check them both. When we do launch, you have to check both inbox and spam. If you find it in spam, you know how Gmail is set up, and it doesn't have to be Gmail. I just like Gmail because it's faster than most of the rest, and it doesn't have as much spyware in it. Yahoo is horrible. They will be able to read your underwear size. They have so much spyware in it. You can use them if you want. Just know they're looking at everything you do. But anyway, when you find it in spam, if you're in Gmail, and most of them do it like this, you just have to look around for it. Let's say you go into spam and you see that one little email and it came from a promise delivered. Put a check in the box out front of that email. Don't open the email. It has to be in the lineup where you see all the emails. Put a check in that box on the far left. And just above that, in the boxes, you'll see where it says not spam. Click that. That's called whitelisting. So if someone says, or you hear somebody say whitelist my email or whitelist this or that, that's what they're asking you to do. What it does is it tells Google or Gmail that, okay, it went to spam the first time because it had this link in it, but I know the sender. So try not to send any more of their stuff to spam. You click on not spam. It'll move, it'll disappear. Don't freak out. What it did is it moved from spam to inbox. So now it's going to go to inbox. That's where you told it to go. It's not spam, so it has to put an inbox. There's also all mail. Okay, these are tabs on the far left-hand side of Gmail. You have to kind of go over and look down. You have to click on more. You'll see it over on the left. It'll open up a new category. You'll see all mail, spam, this or that. Check in all mail. All mail goes to that all mail inbox. Okay? If it's a video, if there's some kind of video that gets sent out, which I'm not going to do because it creates too much headache, but in the future, there may be some videos. I don't know. Well, but I want you to know how to find it. In Gmail, when you first log in, you'll see tabs at the top. One of them says social media. Social media means videos. So when people send you videos of the cat or the puppy or the giraffe jumping over the fence or whatever, and it's a video, 9 times out of 10, it's going to go in that inbox where all the videos go. If they send you a music clip, sharing a gospel song or whatever, and they send it through the email, it's going to go in social media because that's media, hence the name. Okay, that's just, kind of a quick email 101, how to find stuff, where to look, and all that good stuff. I took all my tabs off, so I really can't show you. I can show you on another email address that I haven't taken all those tabs off. But for the most part, that's how you find things that may have been emailed and you say, oh, I didn't get it. Did you check everywhere? Okay, these are the places that stuff goes that most people don't go check. Okay, so before you jump on a call or call me and say, I didn't get the email, everybody got the email but me. What, you don't like me no more? No, it's not it. You're not looking in the right places. Now, if it's nowhere to be found, nowhere, find out why. Okay, so if that email address is already in use or you put it through the system and it said, whatever, if you get a confirmation, it'll email to it. If you don't get a confirmation, because some people have too many emails in the inbox and it'll bounce. If an email bounces off of yours, you'll never get it because you got too much in the junk, you got too much in the inbox, too much in all the other inboxes. Those things only hold so much memory. So if you put your email address in and you got 76,000 emails in your inbox, it'll never go there. I don't care what you do. It'll never go there. Ever. Unless you delete 76,000 emails. That takes about a week of constantly, because you can only select 100 emails at a time. I don't know why they did that. But I guess it's to make sure you don't delete something you want. But at 76,000 and up, you have not looked at those emails for a couple of years, and you never will. And they're just plugging up your system and causing you havoc on stuff that you need. 9 times out of 10, if you have an email that's 4 years old, you're not doing anything with it. That's like having a book on that shelf and you never take it off the shelf. But it's there, but you never take it off the shelf. How will you know what's in the book if you don't read it? So if that is you, when you next time you go in your Gmail, the ones that are complaining you're not getting the email, I need you to do some house cleaning. Go look at your inbox. What's the number that's next to inbox? If it's a really big number, use a different email address or start deleting, because it's not going to go there. It's going to bounce every time. Okay? So those are some of the things that I can pick out that kind of will create this email issue that's popping up, and I want to nip that in the bud tonight. So please, if you're one of those ones that you said you didn't get the confirmation email, you're not getting the emails when I send them out, and I haven't sent out a lot. I really haven't. But when I do send them, folks are coming to the call. Well, the only way I knew because it was on chat, or only way I knew because such and such called me and said, "You getting on the call?" There's a problem. And we need to get rid of that problem immediately before we launch. And the reason why, like I said, I won't have time to go look for it for you. Please get it under control right now. Okay? That's a major one. Because like I said, A Promise Delivered is going to email you on occasion. Not every day, not every moment, so you don't have to sit on the computer waiting for an email. Don't do that. And then call me. Well, I stayed up 6 hours. I didn't see an email. Just check it regularly. The timer will start when you open it. That's the easiest way. It'll be a quick one, so you have to decide quickly. So that takes care of that. The second thing that I wanted to touch on outside of the folder, what did I do with it? I just had it. Do yourself a favor. It'll come up. It'll pop up in a second. I just had it. Oh, there it is. Do yourself a favor. I'm not going to show the front of it because of obvious reasons. This document is for travel, and that's all I'm going to say. You should know what that was I was just holding. If yours is not in order, get it in order immediately. I'll let that sink in for a second. If you don't have one, go to the post office and start the process and get yours squared away immediately. There's a reason. Get it done. Don't ask a bunch of questions when I open up about why. I will explain that later when the time is right. You know what that is. I just held it up. For those who can't see the screen, it's a small book that you go put on the counter when you're traveling. I'm not going to say the name of it, and please do not say it when I open up to questions. Get it in order immediately. All right? Last thing. The last thing that I want to touch on is training. Training is going to commence this week. As a matter of fact, tomorrow is going to be the 4 duplicates. Those 4 are going to also help in A Promise Delivered. We won't need callers because the website is going to do all that work. But I will need help handing out these links. We're going to start with the 4. And if I need more, I'll let you guys know. But the other training for Team Royal will also commence this week. So tomorrow will be the duplicates of myself. So that 4 of you that we've already discussed, there'll be a call. Tuesday, Wednesday's call is for Team Royal. Thursday is going to be the next call for the callers. I'm going to give you the scripts. I'm going to give you the one I created, and we'll discuss them. I need everybody ready. When I say ready, I mean ready. I got a splinter. All right, so I think I've covered all the things that I need to cover this evening. Keep your chin up. Don't get down in the dumps because it's taking longer than we want it. We want it right when they finish with it, not finish it, then pull it down because this don't work and that don't work. This don't light up. This don't email. That don't do this because we rushed it. I need it just as bad as you do. Trust what I'm telling you. I'm getting crushed over here. Crushed with the help that that position is created. I'm still getting crushed. All because of our economy. 2 bags of groceries, $100. $80 at the gas pump. All right, let's go into Q&A. I will leave the recording going for those who are not able to make it. David Kane. Go ahead and unmute yourself, David. Did my computer freeze? There we go.
Hello? Oh, hi. My question was, is the 200 paid by card or crypto?
It'll be card, debit card, credit card. The crypto will be a specific one with value. Like I said, we're not going to use any cryptos that don't have a registered value.
Okay. Okay, so I can use card. Okay.
Yes,
Great.
sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Dan. Dan. Oh, that's right. I got the thing set on. Hold on. That's why. Okay, you should be able to unmute yourself.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. I forgot I had the lockout on.
So, do you have recommendations or will you have for the best cold crypto wallets?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to let us know or just
Yeah, it'll be on the next next call. Next Monday I'll have all the ones that I'm using and the ones I plan on getting. I'm going to have at least 5.
Okay, very good.
All right, Peter.
Montalvo, I had a question. As we're going through the different steps, let's say we're at step 7 or 8, and we come across something, a need in our lives, but that thing was back on level 3. Are we going to be able to go backwards?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions? Now, don't wait till I'm getting ready to hang up and then ask a question. Michael?
Yes, sir. On the beneficiaries, if you want to change the beneficiaries, that's possible.
Yes.
That's all I ask. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. There will be an addendum document on the website for changes.
Beautiful.
Janice? 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 Click your microphone. Aretha?
Hello, how are you?
Blessed and highly favored.
Alrighty. My question, since we have well, I guess it ain't downtime, but since we have this time, are we gonna start our paperwork?
No, the paperwork comes with the website
Okay.
because it's actually time stamped.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. The sign up process literally will take you about, I would say, 11 minutes. Because the documents are DocuSign, so all you really have to do is choose what signature you like. Once you click that, you just click start and click sign where it says sign. Done. Minutes. The information that you put on the website or your position is pretty much the same. It's all click and fill. Don't do autofill. I'm glad you asked this question because autofill will usually put in stuff that you don't see right away, and you wind up joining with bad information or information that's been changed. So I would highly recommend not to use autofill when you get ready to sign up for a promise delivered. Like I said, if you make a mistake or put something in incorrect, I go back every 30 days and find those mistakes. So you will miss 30 days of, blessings, royalties, and movement because you want to be Miss or Mr. Quick and click that autofill, and it puts some email address you don't even have anymore in there, and it'll lock it in. Now you're not getting the emails. Now you're calling and trying to find out why you're not getting nothing. Well, that's why. So I highly recommend typing in each box. That way you can check it twice before you click submit. Thank you, Aretha. That's a good question. Janice, did you have a question? Okay, any other questions before I jump off? It's almost 10 o'clock. Any other questions? All right. So with that being said, again, I'm going to send a test email as soon as I hang up and bring up the thing so I can send it. Check your inbox. Check your spam. Check your all mail. Check all of them. Locked out. Hold on. Shouldn't be. Can you log out and log back in? Maybe that'll fix it. I'll give you a couple minutes. While she's doing that, is there any other questions? All right, so I got questions for all of you. And you should be able to unmute because I turned it back on. Does everyone have your notebook for your passwords?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes, I got mine, yes.
All right. Does everybody have this little book or do they need to get one?
Need to get one.
Need to get one.
Yeah,
I
I have
get
mine.
one.
have one.
Yes,
I have one.
Need to get one.
I have one.
One.
I have one.
Get one.
I do.
Don't need one.
I have one.
Okay.
Need to get one.
If you need to get one, please get on that as soon as possible.
Can you hold it up again?
This is the same book that you would need at the airport, at the train station, well, mostly airport, on a yacht or the cruise ship. If you're leaving the country, I'm not going to say what the book is. It should be obvious. Get that in order immediately. You can start right at the post office. That is a federal building, so that's why they can do them.
or you could do it online.
Or you can do it online. Okay, where's Janice at? Let me see if I can unmute her. You should be able to unmute. Everybody else is unmuting. Let me find you. Hold on. Okay. She's going to choose to talk next time. No problem. I don't know what that's about. You should be able to unmute. All right. So I asked about the book, the little book. Does everyone have their wallet or a wallet that they're planning to get?
Yes, I have my wallet.
Yes,
Yes.
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 Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I have mine.
Crypto debit card.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
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 Absolutely.
No.
All right. The last one is the cold storage.
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Not yet.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Tangent.
All right. I definitely plan on ordering the tangerine. That's pretty outstanding. I like neat things, and that's neat to me. The last thing I want to check on, and this is off topic. Has anyone decided to prepare or get stocked up just in case?
Yes.
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 No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Prepared for 3
Yes.
years.
Definitely
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not happening.
The reason why I'm saying is, hopefully it is just a scare tactic for the 6th. A lot of people are waiting till that day to go do their thing. Hold on, I gotta find out what that is. if you plan on waiting until then to do it, be very careful, especially in the bigger cities. Be very careful that there's a lot of very evil people here because of the two people in office now. And they were sent for that day to disrupt it. That's why a lot of people are going early, so it's done and over with. You can do it in person early. I recommend it. But if you can't and you have to do it on that day, that's that is what it is. But what is likely to happen, and I'm just speculating, is that they're going to go after the big places, the big cities. We've seen how they have done and what they will do in their own country. Okay, they will holler that name and pull the keys on 50 grenades. Okay, they'll do it and take out as many people as they can. So, not saying that that's going to happen, not saying that, it's just a big scare. Don't worry about it. Go do your thing and you wind up getting hurt because you're not paying attention. I want everyone to pay attention. There's a lot of people that are upset about what is actually happening. There's a lot of people don't want a specific person to win because that person is going to upset the cart. Now, there was a reason why 21 million individuals were let into this country without even checking. There's a reason. And that reason is November 6th. Be very careful. Now, as far as stocking up, if these individuals that are walking around in vacant homes and wherever they can hide are sent here to do specific things, shut down the grid, shut down this, blow this up, blow that up, you have to be able to survive. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have any food, you leave. If you don't have protection at the house, you become a statistic. We cannot play with these people. They're playing for keeps. 90% of the countries around the world cannot stand the United States because of its tactics and the people running it. So I want all of you to take a few minutes, look in your cupboards, look in your storage room, put a couple cases of water, some filters, just the stuff that you wouldn't normally stock up on. Leave the toilet paper alone. It's not a toilet paper thing. But do check your place, check your house, make sure you got, a way to secure your home. The worst thing you could do is not take this serious. A lot of people don't want this to happen. Trust what I'm telling you. All right, David. After David, we're out.
Yeah, Montalvo, thanks for taking my call. Tonight, just a little while ago, you were showing a small book. You've never brought that up before.
I know it. Take heed.
Okay. You know further information about what the book is or anything?
You should know what that book is.
Okay. No, that's fine. Okay. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Good night.
Sorry, I don't know what it is.
Oh, come on. You have to have this book in order to travel.
Never traveled. Never went out of the country.
Okay.
Wow.
I can't say the name of the book we're recording. Now, once I'm
Okay.
recording, I can say the name of the book.
Okay.
I have that book.
Let me just stop the recording because it's getting a little